across the front. Very neat story. Was talking to Coach Bouquet. Said that the team got together and wanted to do something for freshman Clara Deo, who's out there playing right now and currently actually dribbling the basketball. Unfortunately, her mom dealt with some cancer and ultimately lost that battle with cancer, and so the team wanted to come together and honor her in some way, and they've got the purple shirts there on the bench, as well as they all have, I believe it is a pink bow, whether that be some of them wearing that in the hair, some of them have that on the shoelace, but also just a very neat story, and awesome to see Clara's teammates coming together to support her and her family.
Yeah, you said Coach Bouquet, but Coach
Coach Foudy. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. But, yeah, they were wearing the Amy's Army shirts the other night well on the road game. So that was the first time we saw it, but probably didn't spend as much time talking about as what we could and should. But, yeah, so the Deo family is very near and dear to many people's hearts, and Amy was such an amazing woman. I got to interact with her on behalf of her daughter, Emma doing cross country. But yeah, super, super awesome family. And unfortunately, you're right, went through some pretty tough stuff here that most of us hope we don't have to deal with. And when you got kids involved, it's just hard on the whole family. So, but yeah, it's a pretty cool gesture that they're doing that, and says a lot about the spirit of this team.
It really does, and I think it says a lot about the team, too, that they wanted to come together and do something of this nature. I mean, this team is very close all the way throughout, right? And you got a lot of kids who have grown up around one another, but the fact that this was kind of spearheaded by them, that's what really makes this cool. It just kind of shows the character of the girls both on this team and within this program. So very neat, and it's all the way throughout. Looking over to our left, we see the varsity girls. They're all wearing their Amy's Army T-shirts, as are the JV. So just kind of a neat story that I just wanted to touch on, because I was kind of popping in and out listening to you and Clayton on Friday night as I was getting some things done at home before I had to make the road trip to Dubuque on Saturday for Central basketball, and so didn't get a chance to see those on Friday, but also just kind of a neat thing. And again, looking forward to a great night of basketball here on Eagle Lane. We got about 4.5 minutes to go in JV basketball before warm-up start for our varsity game tonight. The Pella Christian JV girls lead 30-17, and make that a chance at the free throw line for Sophia Slaughter after a steal there, but 30-17, Pella Christian leads Albia with 4:27 to go in the fourth quarter of JV basketball. We'll go ahead and take our first time out. We'll be back inside the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show on 92.1 KRLS right after this.
Randall Roofing is proud to sponsor the Raise the Roof moment of the game.
And Gilbert Flagel with a steal on the ensuing Rockets possession, and he'll throw it down! Let's raise the roof for the first dunk of the season for the Eagles as Gilbert Flagel with the coast-to-coast steal.
Randy Jarzombek here, owner of Randall Roofing. Randall Roofing is your full-service roofing and gutter contractor specializing in replacements, new construction, and repairs in South Central Iowa. We partner with CertainTeed to elevate your home's protection using industry-leading technologies.
This January, warm up with hot deals at PellaMotors.com. Get red-hot savings like $17,000 off a brand-new GMC Sierra. Or take home the bold and spacious Dodge Durango with an incredible $13,000 off. Need power? How about $12,000 off a Dodge Ram? And for the adventure seekers, grab $7,000 off the legendary Jeep Wrangler. Drive into 2025 with a deal that's too hot to miss. Pella Motors, where great deals heat up your winter.
If you're looking for top-notch plumbing and HVAC services from a family-based business that treats you like one of their own, call me, Austin with Vanderlinden Services. With years of expertise and a commitment to customer satisfaction, our friendly experts are ready to serve you. Plus, we're proud to offer top-of-the-line York residential and commercial HVAC systems. For all your home comfort needs, call me and experience why Vanderlinden Services is best for your job.
If you're looking for big savings every day, it's as easy as ever at Hy-Vee. Hi, this is Dalton Buck, and we've lowered the prices on thousands of items throughout the store, from fresh produce to high-quality meats and your pantry essentials. Our new everyday low prices will help you stretch your budget even further. No gimmicks, no hassle, just new everyday low prices on thousands of items throughout the store. Stop and see us at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile and now even lower prices in every aisle.
Look at me, I'm a superhero. And I'm building a fort.
If your furniture is getting a workout, it's time to visit Pingle's Home Store in Pella. They've got durable, stylish furniture that stands up to all the fun your kids can dish out.
We love Pingles.
Come to Pingle's Home Store today and find the perfect furniture for your family. Pingle's Home Store. Real people, real service, real dependability.
The staff at Pella Real Estate Services would like to say thank you to all the area residents who have supported our growing business.
We're now so much more than just Mike and Sarah Bouquet and feel honored to be of service to this great community and surrounding areas.
We want to wish everyone and their families a truly hope-filled new year.
Call any member of our team at 628-1BUY and ask how we can assist you this new year.
That's 628-1BUY for Pella Real Estate Services.
The wipers in the car go swish, 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 swish. The wipers in the car go swish, swish, swish at Central Tire and Auto.
Winter brings slushy, sleety, icy weather that's even more annoying if your wipers can't keep your windshield clean. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, full mechanical work on your vehicle, and the important little things like new wipers, stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella.
At Central Tire and Auto.
If the January weather has got you down, head to Scooter's Coffee and Pella to try the Mr. Mint Mocha, a minty twist on your favorite mocha. Or cool off with the Mr. Mint Blender, Iced Mocha, or Mr. Mint Hot Chocolate, perfect for the whole family. For a quick burst of energy before you grab the snow shovel, grab a Blackberry Red Bull Infusion. Scooter's Coffee and Pella, your go-to for great drinks. Scooter's Coffee, amazing drinks, amazing people, amazingly fast.
Welcome back to pregame coverage of Pella Christian Varsity girls basketball against the Albia Lady D's. It's going to take me a minute to remember that, too, that it's not the Blue Demons, because I always forget that they switch when you go between the boys and the girls sports at Albia. But anyways, Pella Christian Eagles versus Albia Lady D's girls basketball here on 92.1 KRLS. And we're here with the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show. Myself, Tyler Crabb, and Mike Bouquet bringing you all of tonight's action. And Mike, I got to start before we give our official game time temperature presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating. Just got to say that I'm very thankful we're playing indoor basketball tonight and not any form of street ball or something like that. Much nicer to be indoors tonight.
It is frigid cold out, and I'm surprised there's as many parents here tonight. Considering how cold it is, it might have been a good night to, not that I'm discouraging fans to come out, but it might have been a good night to just snuggle up on a couch and put the radio or YouTube line on and watch it from home.
Absolutely, and with that note, too, do want to mention, too, there are several school changes for tomorrow as a result of that. I know that Alex Benjamin and Derek Cardwell throughout the afternoon and evening hours here have been keeping up our cancellation and delays page on the KNIA KRLS website. There are several delays already anticipated for tomorrow. So Carlisle schools, they are delayed by 2 hours, and they will not have AM preschool. Indianola High School also going to be a 2-hour delay with no AM preschool. Knoxville High School will be closed on Tuesday due to the temperatures, so they will not be in school. Linville-Sully schools will be on a 2-hour delay. Montgomery Street preschool will be closed tomorrow. Newton High School on a 2-hour delay. North Mahaska on a 2-hour delay. No AM preschool for either Newton or North Mahaska. Same goes for Norwalk. PCM will be on a 2-hour delay. Right here at Pella Christian, we're on a 2-hour delay with no AM preschool. Pella Community Schools also a 2-hour delay with no AM preschool. The Pella Food Shelf will be closed due to weather tomorrow. And Pleasantville Schools also on a 2-hour delay. So just a note there that for our Pella Christian listeners, for the kids, enjoy the extra 2 hours tomorrow that you get before school starts while we wait for the weather to warm up. And so that'll be a nice little homecoming gift, if you will, here. It's homecoming week on Eagle Lane. And we mentioned those temperatures. I guess, Mike, we've avoided it long enough. We probably ought to give everyone the temperature, which is, according to my weather app, 0 degrees outside exactly. Nice and warm. Just what you want to see.
Any kind of breeze, it feels like 10 to 15 below, pretty fast. So
yeah.
Pretty cold out today.
And admittedly, we've been spoiled a little bit with the weather this year, but never like seeing 0 regardless for our game time temperature presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating. And while it is 0 degrees outside, it's nice and comfortable here inside the Pella Christian High School gym. If your home isn't staying comfortable during this cold Iowa winter, call on the heating and cooling experts at Van Haften Plumbing and Heating in Pella, because you'll rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear, oops.
Van Haften.
Let's try that again, I guess. We got to make sure that made sure that was down the other day when we were doing some interviews so that we didn't accidentally hit one of those buttons. But we want to make sure that we get Van Haften's out there, and they do mean a lot for us here as you're listening to Pella Christian Basketball on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. Mike, as we look at this game, one of the big things that I know we'll talk about even more later on when we get into the starting lineups presented by Vanderlinden Services is the return of Chloe Snider for this Eagles squad. That's going to be a huge boost to this team that has missed one of their leading scorers here over the last week and a half.
Yeah, and just one more of their ball handlers, and she's a smart basketball player. She's got a high IQ, so she's going to help us lots of ways, scoring being one of them. But, yes, it's good to have her back, and if nothing else, integrating her back in so we can get back into some rhythm with her on the floor. And the upside of that is when she's been out, there's been minutes of her playing time that got spread across some other girls on the team, which gave some opportunities for others to step in and stretch their limits and learn learn the coach's approach to things. So, but yes, good to have her back.
Yeah, and you talk about just giving some other girls some opportunities to learn. I think of an Ava Nickel who's gotten some extended run in her absence. She's looked really good. I think it was that Knoxville game. She knocked down, was it 3 3-pointers that night? And, she's had some extra opportunity that she's really thrived with. Sophia Slaughter the same way in that time frame. And, just overall a lot of good performances from this Eagles team to kind of step up and fill that void, but always helps when you get one of those leading scorers back. So we'll see how that helps Pella Christian this evening. We'll go ahead and take another timeout on the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show. We'll be back with more after this on 92.1 KRLS.
Brown Shoe Fit Pella has exciting news for February 2025. Brown Shoe Fit Pella is 20 years old and it's time for a remodel. We are temporarily moving to 1301 West 12th Street, the Fox Ridge Business Park, on February 2nd. Brown Shoe Fit Pella will have a big remodel sale at the temporary location, as well as work boots. If all goes as planned, Brown Shoe Fit Pella will be back home on the square the last week of February. Come check out Brown Shoe Fit Pella at our temporary location for work boots and a big remodel sale. Follow Brown Shoe Fit Pella on Facebook and Instagram for updates.
Hi, this is Chuck Vanderwall with Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella, where we've been helping people find their dream car or a new car since 1935. My favorite is my 1963.5 Galaxy 500 two-door.
I'm Todd Vanderwall, and we love seeing people smile when they drive their new vehicle off the lot. It's fun to get a new car. My favorite is my 1974 Ford Bronco.
I'm Tegan, and I don't have as many cool cars as Dad or Grandpa, but I love my Bronco Sport. When it's time for a new vehicle, come see us at Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella.
We're taking care of you.
Holiday guests have come and gone. The tree has been taken down. The tree has been taken down, right? Now that we're settling in for the new year, is it time for some new furniture? At Bruxford's Home Center, our January clearance sale is underway, and we have tons of great deals in our discount center located on our upper level. There are always deals to be found up there, but even more with the January clearance sale. Stop in and check it out at Bruxford's Home Center, 405 Truman Road in Pella, and take down that Christmas tree.
At Integrity Comfort Solutions, we've been your local, trusted experts on new construction, plumbing, heating, and cooling for over 50 years. We're excited to now offer service. Don't let a breakdown disrupt your comfort. Let our expert team get you back on track. Call us at 641-628-4093 or visit integrity-comfort.com and let our experts work for you. Integrity Comfort Solutions. Let's get comfortable.
If you're hardworking, dependable, and have construction or electrical experience, DeYoung Door Service in Pella is looking for you. But they know that you're hard to find and your skills are desirable and valuable. That's why for the right person with the right skills, they'll start you off at $25 an hour plus a weekly stipend for health insurance. If we're talking to you and you'd like to be trained by the best to become one of the gurus, call DeYoung Door Service at 628-8736.
Hi, this is Kurt DeYoung. We're the gurus of garage doors, DeYoung Door Service in Pella.
This January, warm up with hot deals at PellaMotors.com. Get red hot savings like $17,000 off a brand new GMC Sierra. Or take home the bold and spacious Dodge Durango with an incredible $13,000 off. Need power? How about $12,000 off a Dodge Ram? And for the adventure seekers, grab $7,000 off the legendary Jeep Wrangler. Drive into 2025 with a deal that's too hot to miss. Pella Motors, where great deals heat up your winter.
The new year often brings colder temperatures to Iowa, which means snow and ice. Even though we work hard to keep the lights on, sometimes Mother Nature has a plan in store. If your power goes out, please give us a call to let us know and then hang tight while we fix power lines. If there is a large storm, follow us on Facebook for power restoration updates. And remember to stay away from any down lines outside. Assume it's live and not safe. Looking out for you, we're Pella Cooperative Electric.
Winter's here, but your roof still needs the best. At Dutch Mill Supply, they offer top quality CertainTeed shingles to keep your home protected all season long. Durable, reliable, and designed for winter weather, CertainTeed shingles ensure your roof stands strong against snow, ice, and wind.
Dutch Mill Supply, located in Pella, is your only locally owned, one-stop, full-service lumberyard and building material supplier. My name is Joshua Payne. My staff and I are here daily for professional service from the guy next door.
Welcome back to the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show here on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. Again, we're getting ready for Pella Christian girls basketball against the Albia Lady D's. And looking at tonight's contest, Mike, we look at the keys to the game for both of these teams. I think the big key for Pella Christian is the second half. I always try to come up with something a little bit different for our keys to the game because I think that there's always multiple keys. If I had one key that I would like to see with this Pella Christian squad would be just a little bit of flow in that second half. It feels like last week they played fairly well in the first half of their games against Knoxville especially. Also played really well in the first half against Indianola. Played pretty well in that first half against Dallas Center Grimes. It was kind of that third quarter area where things kind of went awry against Indianola and Dallas Center Grimes late in the third against Indianola, early in the third against Dallas Center Grimes. So I'm kind of looking at that third quarter just out of halftime, that spark to just hang around with this Lady D squad that is very talented tonight.
That's interesting, but yes, we do need to have second halves and strong third quarters when we come out and give ourselves a chance to, win ball games at the end. This is an interesting game with the Lady D's being 10-2, and they've played a couple common opponents, but if you look at the power index rankings, which isn't always the most accurate to look at, it's got the Lady D's at 56, and we're 123, I think it is. But
yeah,
one interesting common opponent is Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont. I don't know if you looked at that, Tyler, but we lost to EBF by 3 points earlier in the year, and
they lost by, I believe it was 23 points. Right?
26 and 36. They've played them twice.
Oh, I forgot they played them twice.
Yeah, and just
I forgot they're both in the South Central Conference.
Yeah, so 36 was just a couple days ago. So that would tell you we got a ball game on our hands that certainly we always want to say every game's winnable, but this should be a favorable game tonight. But it's interesting, too, if you look at Albia's history. This is at 10-2, that's 833 percentage winning points. That's the best this team's had for winning percentages in the last 19 years. So then I looked at the rosters and it's like, okay, who's new? But it's the exact same roster as last year when the team went 10-12 on the season. So they're a year older. I don't know if they've got a new coach, but something is happening that's much more favorable. But it looks like they struggle against better teams, so hopefully we're one of those better teams on their schedule that we can mess with them a little bit tonight, even though they've had some success this season.
And I think that one thing to note, too, with this Albia squad, against Pella Christian, you talk about this matchup. I know that it was Clayton Sampson who was there the other night talking to Coach Foudy after that Indianola game, but he mentioned it. Albia last year, they went down, Pella Christian went down to Albia's place and lost by 2. And they were frustrated walking away from that game, thinking that they should have won that one. And to walk away falling by just 2 points, not very fun.
Very low-scoring game, too. I think it was 35-33.
Yeah, it's something around that.
Low-scoring affair. So.
Yeah, and he told Clayton the other night, he's like, I don't think I really had to do much to get the girls motivated to avenge that one. Now, you just never know. Every day's a little bit different, but, just an opportunity to kind of make up following that loss last year that kind of left a bitter taste because it was such a close game. So it'll be interesting to see what the Eagles have in store for the Lady D's. The Lady D's have made their way back to the locker room to talk things over one final time before this game gets started. Pella Christian's still shooting around a little bit. I'm sure they'll make their way back out to talk things over at some point here. But regardless, we're going to go ahead and take a timeout here on the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show on 92.1 KRLS, and we'll be right back after this.
Hi, this is Mike at Langstrad Auto Body. It's deer season again, and I know from experience that whether you're in your car or in the timber, there's one out there with your name on it. They always say if a deer jumps out in front of you, aim right at it. The good and bad of that is that some of you will be visiting your local meat locker, and the rest will be visiting us at Langstrad Auto Body. Whether it's a deer or some unfortunate accident, you know that Langstrad Auto Body is there for you with a lifetime written warranty and satisfaction 100% guaranteed. Langstrad Auto Body, where you don't have to look for a quality repair.
Are there places in your home where it would be nice to have 2 switches that control the same light? Maybe a long hallway, or a stairwell, or a big room. At Centerpoint Electric, we're here to help with any electrical project you have, big or small. 3-way switches aren't a new thing, but with today's technology, we can install wireless 3-way switches to give you the convenience you want at a fraction of the cost of having to rewire your home. Check us out online at centerpoint-electric.com. We're wired for excellence.
Van Gorp Edwards Insurance is an independent agency representing many of the top insurance companies. They offer insurance coverage on home and auto, business and manufacturing, farm, agribusiness, and crop insurance, as well as personal health, life, and long-term care. With this kind of flexibility, they'll provide you with the best insurance package to build the best option risk portfolio to meet your needs. Switching insurance companies isn't as hard as you think. Call Van Gorp Edwards Insurance today to find out how easy it really is.
As part of the recent upgrade to our Cartrol gas station at Two Rivers Cooperative in Pella, we now have a diesel blender pump with 5 different options available. Now through March, you can select straight number 1 diesel or choose from 4 different blends of number 1 and number 2 to get the right mix to keep your diesel vehicle from gelling during our cold Iowa winter. Look for our diesel blender pump at the Cartrol gas station at Two Rivers Cooperative in Pella.
The home and field advantage, Two Rivers Co-op.
If you're looking for big savings every day, it's as easy as ever at Hy-Vee. Hi, this is Dalton Buck, and we've lowered the prices on thousands of items throughout the store, from fresh produce to high-quality meats and your pantry essentials. Our new everyday low prices will help you stretch your budget even further. No gimmicks, no hassle, just new everyday low prices on thousands of items throughout the store. Stop and see us at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile and now even lower prices in every aisle.
You gave your kids a new puppy or kitten for Christmas. Let's make sure we take care of him. This is Dr. Tim Yoder with Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, and we have a new puppy and kitten program that provides the attention they need. It involves physical exams, vaccinations, diets, and most importantly, information for you, so that you can provide the best care for your new family member. Schedule your new puppy or kitten visit by calling Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They take care of pets because they love them.
Central Iowa Roofing is among the industry leaders in all shingle applications, steel panel roofing, and have experience in many kinds of flat roofs. Have a leak? Let them help you track it down. They employ some of the best roofers in Central Iowa and will make sure your job is done right. They also specialize in storm damage, including dealing with those pesky insurance companies. Let them help navigate the repair process of your roof damage. They serve all of Central Iowa, including you. For more information, visit them on centraliowaroofinginc.com.
So you call your virtual insurance company to ask a simple question about your policy, but now you're on hold listening to this music while you wait and wait. Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and pick up the phone when you call, because you shouldn't be on hold so long that you memorize the music. That's simple human sense.
Ask me, Chad Klein, at the Verduff Agency in Pella, if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Welcome back to pregame coverage of Pella Christian Girls Basketball here on 92.1 KRLS. Let's quickly go into our starting lineups presented by by Vanderlinden Services, excuse me. Our starting lineups presented by Vanderlinden Services. We start with the Albia Lady D's, and they will be starting a junior forward, we're number 33, Emma Kipfer. They will be starting junior forward number 15, Ayla Green. Senior guard number 11, Addison Harrington. Senior guard number 1, Olivia Sheffield. And junior guard number 23, Lillian DeMoss. For Pella Christian tonight, your starting lineups will be the sophomore guard number 5, Bryn Runner. It'll be junior forward number 13, Addie Van Arendonk. Senior guard number 15, Faith Kakmarinsky. Sophomore forward number 35, Rachel Kakmarinsky. And returning to the lineup tonight following about a week and a half missed with injury, the sophomore guard wearing number 25, Chloe Snider, back in the starting lineup for the Eagles tonight. So good to see her back on the court. And those are our starting lineups presented by Vanderlinden Services, a family-based business that treats their customers like family. For any plumbing and HVAC services you need, call Austin at Vanderlinden Services. Our colors of the game for tonight, Albia, they're going to be wearing the road blue uniforms with a lot of white trim on those jerseys, and then some red and white patterns on the shorts and sides of the jersey that I can't tell exactly what that pattern is, but it's colorful. I can tell you that much. It's a little splash of color. White numerals, red trim for the lettering and the numbers. Pella Christian there in the home whites tonight with the maroon numbers, the gold outline on those, maroon trim as well. So that is the colors of the game for tonight. Again, that's our starting lineups and our colors of the game. We're going to go ahead and we will take another timeout here as you've been listening to the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show. Scooters Coffee in Pella, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. And we are going to be set as we've got Pella Christian Girls Basketball on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. Mike Bouquet and myself, Tyler Crabbe, will return when we're back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth after the playing of our national anthem, the announcement of our starting lineups from the PA. But we'll take a short time out and be right back here again on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
At Kinetic Edge, our vision is to create communities of healthy, happy, and hope-filled people. Kinetic Edge is a locally owned business with Christian foundations. We are accepting new patients with or without a doctor's referral at any of our locations. Kinetic Edge has clinics located in Pella, Newton, Oskaloosa, Albia, Centerville, Colfax, Des Moines, and Ames. Find out more at kineticedgept.com.
Manhattan.
Hi, I just went downstairs and there's water everywhere. I'm not sure where it's coming from, but maybe we have a frozen pipe. I really need you to come fix it.
Okay, don't worry, ma'am. We'll send one of the big trucks.
Van Haften Plumbing and Heating's fleet of big trucks rolling around the Marion County area don't just look cool. These big trucks are well stocked with extra parts and supplies to get the job done quicker and get that leak stopped quicker. It's another reason you'll rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear
Van Haften.
When you eat at Culver's, you're enjoying fresh food, not just fast food. I'm Tim Grotenhuis, owner of Culver's Restaurant in Pella, and we pride ourselves on making your order fresh every time. Our never frozen burgers are made fresh just the way you want it. Our chicken sandwiches and chicken strips are made fresh. We don't make them ahead of time and let them sit under a warmer. And we slow turn our frozen custard in small batches all day so it's at its very best. What can we make fresh for you today at Culver's Restaurant in Pella?
A new year is here, and at Marion County Bank, we're kicking it off by challenging you to shop local. Every dollar spent at a local business helps to build the communities we all love. Together, we can make a difference.
Hi, I'm Brian Hoosier from Marion County Bank. I shop local because another word for local is home, and I want to support the place that I call home.
Join Marion County Bank in supporting local businesses. Learn more at marioncountybank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Who's always open? Anytime Fitness. For the last 16 years, Anytime Fitness has been open 24 hours a day, every day of the year. Our award-winning gym allows you to work out on your schedule. With state-of-the-art equipment, expert trainers, a welcoming community, and the convenience of around-the-clock access, you're sure to find a fitness home with us. It's your fitness, done your way, at Anytime Fitness in Pella.
The wipers in the car go swish, 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 swish. The wipers in the car go swish, swish, swish at Central Tire and Auto.
Winter brings slushy, sleety, icy weather that's even more annoying if your wipers can't keep your windshield clean. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, full mechanical work on your vehicle, and the important little things like new wipers, stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella.
At Central Tire and Auto.
Pella Corporation is proud to be a part of our communities and supporting the children of their workers. They're honored to be recognized once again as one of America's top workplaces for diversity. At Pella, they value inclusion and community, ensuring a bright future for all. Thank you for making Pella Corporation a trusted name in homes across the country. Because at Pella Corporation, they're building more than just windows and doors.
Do you need urgent health care today? Then come to Pella Regional Walk-In Clinic and be seen today. We treat ear or sinus infections, minor injuries, cuts, scrapes, sprains and strains, allergic reactions, aches and pains, rashes or burns, and more. Just walk in to Pella Regional Medical Clinic in Pella, Ottumwa, or Knoxville and be seen for your urgent care needs. Visit PellaHealth.org for hours and wait times.
Welcome back here inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS. Starting lineups have been announced here in the Pella Christian High School gym. Again, our starting lineups are brought to you by Vanderlinden Services, a family-based business that treats their customers like family. For any plumbing and HVAC services you need, call Austin at Vanderlinden Services. Our starting lineups are for Albia, Emma Kipfer, Ayla Green, Addison Harrington, Olivia Sheffield, and Lillian DeMoss. For Pella Christian, it's Bryn Runner, Faith Kekmerinsky, Addie Van Arendonk, Rachel Kekmerinsky, and Chloe Snider. And our opening tip, presented by Dutch Mill Supply and Pella, your only locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier, will be between Ayla Green and Rachel Kekmerinsky. And here we go, Mike. The opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply, your only locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier, is in the air. Rachel Kekmerinsky tips it into the arms of Kipfer, and Albia with the basketball to start off here inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Lillian DeMoss with the basketball on the right wing, looking to drive on Bryn Runner. Kicks it out to number 11, Harrington. Now the ball in the hands of Sheffield. Eagles in a zone defense here. It's going to be a three-pointer from the left wing, off the mark by Sheffield. Rebounded by number 11, Harrington, who will knock down the triple, and Albia takes that was a two-point basket, and it's 2-0 Albia with 7:18 to go in the first quarter. And now off of the Albia press, Faith Kekmerinsky all the way to the basket, and her layup was just a touch too strong.
That was a good take. So Albia starts with a full court or three-quarter court press and got behind it pretty quick, just didn't finish the layup.
Yeah, Sheffield able to get the ball into the hands of Harrington. Just Faith Kagmerinsky not quite quick enough to get the steal, and she'll poke it away from Olivia Sheffield.
So interesting watching Albia's offense already. So we play a lot of little Hawkeye Conference teams that play motion offense, and everybody's constantly moving. Albia starts here. They got 4 out, 1 in, and the 4 out are just standing a lot. There's not a lot of movement.
Harrington misses the mid-range jumper. Rebound went to Rachel Kagmerinsky. And now Faith Kagmerinsky on the other end for Pella Christian. Finds Chloe Snider, drives baseline. Now Bryn Runner, cross-court pass for Addie Van Arendonk, results in a turnover. And Lillian DeMoss goes all the way down the court. Her shot no good. Rebound to Addie Van Arendonk, and now Faith Kagmerinsky pushing the other way. And then the Eagles unable to corral it in the middle of the paint. It's a second turnover for the Eagles. And now DeMoss on the left wing.
Well, Albia athletic enough that if you make some bad decisions, they're pretty quick at turning them into offense going the other way.
Deep three there by Harrington was no good. Rebound pulled down by Van Arendonk, her second. And now Faith Kagmerinsky will set up the Pella Christian offense.
So Albia's 25% shooting from three-point land, so made that first one, but now 1 for 2.
Bryn Runner to Faith Kagmerinsky, now back to Runner. Chloe Snider on the right wing, cross-court pass. Faith Kagmerinsky wide open three from the left wing. In and out, rebound down to number 15, Ayla Green.
Good take by Faith, wide open. She's been hitting some big shots the last several games. Her shooting percentages have looked pretty good.
Addison Harrington to Sheffield on the baseline. Her jumper is no good. Long rebound down to DeMoss. And then Albia turns it over as Chloe Snider there to force the Lady D's turnover. But then in transition, Chloe Snider had the ball poked away from behind. And Addie Van Arendonk whistled for a hold.
Well,
first foul on the Eagles and first on Van Arendonk.
We see Faith Kagmerinsky bring the ball up the court quite a bit, especially with Chloe Snider and Jessa DeVries out. But Chloe gets the rebound. She takes it up the court. Unfortunately, got it poked out from behind. So just got to get back into her rhythm.
Yeah, the Eagles trying to press there. And a team rebound for Albia there as Rachel Kagmerinsky could not secure the rebound between her and Ayla Green on the missed shot by Emma Kipfer. Inbounds pass from Kipfer was taken away by the Eagles. And then Faith Kagmerinsky gets fouled by Kipfer. Her first, team's first for Albia.
What's interesting how quickly kind of the impression of PC's team changes. So we've relied quite a bit on Rachel and Faith Kagmerinsky to do the scoring. Last game, Addie Van Arendonk scores 12 in the first half. So now you look at her differently and her confidence should be different. And then you get Chloe Snider back, who scores almost a third of our points on team averages earlier in the season.
And Rachel Kagmerinsky getting a feed from Addie Van Arendonk down low. And Ayla Green commits her first foul, and that'll be a second in a couple of seconds as 3 substitutions for the Lady D's. Brianna Driver into the game, as is number 21, Ayla Hood.
So I speak of that offense, but we're almost 4 minutes into the first quarter, and our score is 0. So
yeah, 3-0. It's Albia leading as Chloe Snider's pass taken away by Aliyah Hood. And Hood will get the ball to Harrington, and a deep three knocked down by Brianna Driver, and it's a 6-0 Albia lead over Pella Christian with 3:55 to go, and a 30-second Pella Motors timeout going to be taken by Brendan Foudy as he wants to talk things over. Also into the game for Albia's number 31, Claire Powers. So those are the scores we have thus far. In case you missed it, presented by the Veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Eagles have gotten a couple of looks, but just haven't been able to get anything really to flow on the offensive end. Again, that's in case you missed it, presented by the Veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
Yeah, I think they got the shots, but
They're the
been a little sloppy with the ball to start. There's been some pretty lazy passes or just trying to pass through girls or whatever, but We just got to get in a rhythm and get some things rolling here. We need that first bucket to drop.
That we do, and again, Pella Christian coming out of the Pella Motors timeout. You'll drive away happy. That's the Pella Motors guarantee. Just Rachel Kegmarinsky ahead to Bryn Runner, and in transition, she'll give it back out to Faith Kegmarinsky on the right wing. Nearly had it poked away by Harrington, and now Chloe Nickel into the game for Chloe Snider. Nickel to the basket, shot no good. Offensive rebound down to Van Arendonk. Now the ball swings to Faith Kegmarinsky. Her jumper is blocked, and the rebound, it'll be a team rebound for the Eagles on the jump ball. So a good offensive board by Addie Van Arendonk, already her third rebound of the game, excuse me, not just offensive. Faith Kegmarinsky to Bryn Runner. Now Rachel Kegmarinsky down low for Addie Van Arendonk, and she'll be fouled. It's going to be the third foul on Albia. And that one will go against Brianna Driver, her first.
That was good, quick ball movement. And Addie, no hesitation going up, which is what you want to see out of her, even under pressure.
And Addie's free throw is off the left side of the rim, no good. Game reset wired by Center Point Electric. Albia 6, Pella Christian 0, 3:22 to go in the first quarter. And Van Arendonk's free throw twice off the rim. Rebound down to Rachel Kegmarinsky, who is then whistled for the travel, and she wanted to push. Did not get it, but
not too often she gets laid down onto the floor. She's pretty good balance, pretty good athlete.
I'll be able to get the ball inbounded to Harrington, and cross court her pass will go to Hood. Hood looking to drive, throwing it up and over the top for Driver, and Rachel Kegmarinsky will take it away, and then Driver will knock that ball out of bounds. So again, our game reset wired by Center Point Electric, where they're wired for excellence. 6-0, Albia over Pella Christian, 3:05 to go in the first quarter. 3 fouls against Albia in the first quarter. 1 against the Eagles as Addie Van Arendonk catches the ball in the press breaker for the Eagles, and now it's Chloe Nickel on the right wing. Rachel Kegmarinsky looking down low for Addie Van Arendonk. The ball was able to find its way out to Rachel Kegmarinsky again, but then Chloe Nickel's pass for Bryn Runner in the corner is too high, and the Eagles, again, just struggling on the offensive end of the floor as Madeline Van Loon into the game for Claire Powers.
I give Albia credit. They're pretty good at pursuing the ball. As soon as players on our team think we've got an advantage, they come in from behind.
And rebound went down to Addie Van Arendonk, her fourth, but then she got tangled up with Rachel Kegmarinsky and fell down and traveled. As the fourth rebound for Van Arendonk. That one coming off the miss of Brianna Driver. And the Eagles able to force a turnover right back as Bryn Runner in the passing lane. And now Chloe Nickel get a try a 3 from the left wing. That one in and out. Fifth rebound of the game for Addie Van Arendonk. And Chloe Nickel pays it off with a 3. And the Eagles finally on the board. And the Eagles will knock the inbound pass out of bounds.
Yeah, that was impressive. Chloe let it fly the first time real quick, gets it right back, and she let her fly a second. No hesitation, no thinking. Just good follow through, good looking shot.
Yeah, Addie Van Arendonk will get a breather as Ava Breams comes in. Again, Addie Van Arendonk with 5 first quarter rebounds. Helping out this Eagles squad as Kipfer's pass for Lillian DeMoss knocked out of bounds again by Rachel Kegmarinsky, who's got very active hands here.
You see bringing press up the front, but just not a very effective trap there.
Yeah, and Lillian DeMoss goes all the way to the basket, coast to coast, and Albia leads again 8-3, 2:05 to go in the first quarter. And Bryn Runner looking for Faith Kegmarinsky, and they're not able to connect as that ball goes out of bounds. And
PC is being forced to play fast, and so far they've not taken care of the ball, playing a tempo that they, I think, like to play.
And Lillian DeMoss double dribbled the basketball. So 5 turnovers against Albia now.
As rough of a start as it's been, we come down and score here. We're within 3 or 2 points.
Yep, and it's Ava Breams on the left wing with the basketball, and she'll find Rachel Kegmerinsky. Back to Faith Kegmerinsky, who's going to slow things down for the moment here for the Eagles with 1:45 to go in the first quarter. It's 8-3 Lady D's over the Eagles. Bryn Runner, three-pointers off the mark. Chloe Nickel with an offensive board. And back out to Faith Kegmerinsky. Runner on the right wing to Rachel Kegmerinsky. Ball swings to the left corner. Chloe Nickel for three. Short. Offensive rebound down to Ava Breams. And the runner by Faith Kegmerinsky off the backboard. Rebound down to number 13, Madeline Van Loon, who is fouled. Foul goes against Rachel Kegmerinsky, her first, team's second.
It was real tempting there as they missed that shot to try to go after the rebound, but didn't have real good position to do so.
As Sheffield and Green back into the game for Kipfer and Powers. Sheffield defended heavily by Rachel Keck. And now it's Lillian DeMoss on the left wing with the basketball. She'll give to Aliyah Hood. Now to Harrington. She'll drive to the basket, miss. And Rachel Kegmerinsky able to rip the rebound away. And on the other end, Chloe Nickel going to try a three from the left wing, but that one will miss everything. And Lillian DeMoss will bring the ball up for Albia after securing the rebound, her second of the game. Sheffield nearly loses the ball. Defended by Ava Breams. And a travel going to be called against Sheffield. Maybe a little bit of contact there, but.
I was afraid he was going to call a foul. There's been a couple times where it's like, just let him play. We're not looking to call these little touches fouls, I hope, and fortunately they didn't.
Absolutely. And Lillian DeMoss gets her first breather as back into the game is Kipfer. And now Bryn Runner with the ball across half court, able to get it back to Faith Kegmerinsky. And Rachel Kegmerinsky out at the 10-foot volleyball line will give to Faith Kegmerinsky in the corner.
6 seconds.
Cross court, pass to Ava Breams. Shot no good. Harrington with the rebound as the 10-foot jumper and shot at the buzzer by number 11, Addison Harrington, is off the mark. So the Eagles get another team rebound there at the end of the quarter. Doesn't matter. 8 minutes in the books. Lady D's of Albia 8. Eagles of Pella Christian 3. We go to the second quarter when we come back here on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Win winter with the Toro Power Clear Single Stage Snowblower that is loaded with power in a compact size. They are easily maneuverable and clear snow down to the pavement. Get your power clear at DeRuyter Lawn Equipment in Pella. Toro, America's #1 snowblower brand.
Weather any storm with the Toro Flex Force electric snowblower that has the most powerful 60-volt battery in its class. Plus, you get the same rugged construction as Toro's gas-powered models. Get your Flex Force snowblower at DeRuyter Lawn Equipment. Toro, America's #1 snowblower brand.
Attention Community First Credit Union members. Did you know you have an opportunity to earn extra money by referring friends, family, or neighbors to become a C-First member and open a checking account with us? If they open the account with qualifying activity, you both will see the green. And it's easy to make a referral with just a few simple steps via text from our mobile app. Call, stop in, or visit c1stcu.com for more details. Community First Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS. First 13 seconds in the second quarter, and first thing that happens is a foul on Faith Kegmerinsky, her first, team's first of the quarter. And so Kipfer will inbound to Harrington, defended by Chloe Nickel. Harrington, nice dump down pass to number 15, Ayla Green. Her shot was no good. Rebound was by Faith Kegmerinsky. Nice pass from Bryn Runner to Ava Breams, who missed the bunny, and then Chloe Nickel will get fouled on the ensuing drive. But, Mike, that's just kind of the night has been for the Eagles. They've gotten some really good looks, just have not been able to knock those shots down.
That was a good spin move there by Breams. Just maybe too much of a spin to kind of get her bearings when she released it and just off a little bit.
Yeah, the rebound was Rachel Kegmerinsky and Chloe Nickel unable to connect on that first free throw. Our Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard, a handful of games going on our airwaves tonight. We look at the Knoxville girls. They've already completed their game. They lost 56-31 to Davis County. The Knoxville boys lead Davis County 32-11 at the end of the first, and Norwalk girls lead Carlisle 27-15 as Nickel was off the mark on the second free throw. Lillian DeMoss laid it in on the other end. I didn't catch who got that rebound for Albia off the miss, but regardless, Faith Kegmerinsky down low to Ava Breams, who missed that first shot. Second shot for Rachel Kegmerinsky is no good, but she got her own miss again.
I like Rachel scrapping to get things going here. Somebody's got to pick this team up a bit and get them rolling. But, Harrington and DeMoss for Albia pretty much make this team go. So it was good to get a foul. That's a second foul on DeMoss. So she's their point guard and their leading scorer. She's also leads the team in steals with 46 on the season. So that foul was pretty critical there for Albia.
Yeah, and Rachel Kegmerinsky knocks down both free throws. So Eagles now 2 of 6 at the free throw line. And it's a 10-5 game in favor of Pella Christian as DeMoss goes to the bench, as does Kipfer, with Driver and Hood coming back in.
So 2 of your starters are out there.
Driver looking to inbound the ball, and it goes through the hands of Harrington for a turnover, and then Faith Kegmerinsky quickly threw it to Rachel Kegmerinsky, who got just a little over anxious, and the ball went right through her hands.
This will be the perfect time to take advantage because DeMoss is definitely kind of makes this team go.
Yeah, the pass for Harrington nearly got taken away by Chloe Nickel. Now in transition, it's Sheffield trying to find Harrington, who was able to save it right to Faith Kegmerinsky, who was surrounded by Lady D's defenders.
Well, they keep coming from the backside. You can tell they've made a living off of that in the South Central Iowa Conference.
And a nice drive by Chloe Nickel, and it's a 10-7 deficit for the Eagles now with 6:25 to go in the second quarter.
So Harrington running the point and just getting,
Yeah, Chloe Nickel was playing some good defense, and Rachel Kegmerinsky came in and got her on the arm.
Well, so now we suffer 2 fouls on Rachel Kack, which isn't what we needed either. So
exactly. So Addie Van Arendonk returning.
But I do think that's a major loss there of DeMoss, not loss, but temporary loss of having her on the bench because she's the one that makes that team go from a ball handling standpoint.
Yeah, and Faith Kegmerinsky ran a Driver's inbounds pass back out of bounds. Ava Nickel comes into the game for older sister Chloe Nickel. Driver's inbounds pass for Harrington, knocked out of bounds by Nickel. That one being Ava Nickel. I always forget, you gotta clarify some of those last names. And the pass for Driver is way too strong and able to be run down in the backcourt by Aliyah Hood. Driver gonna attempt a 3, but she traveled first, so the Eagles defense ratcheted it up here. Already forced 3 turnovers in the quarter.
Well, I just think they just got to play fundamental defense now. Just keep your body between them and the basket and just play some simple, solid help defense, and this team's going to turn the ball over.
Now Bren Runner gets it to Ava Breams. Now on the left wing, Runner will throw it to Ava Nickel. Now Faith Kegmerinsky will step in. Mid-range jumper from the short baseline there is good. And the Eagles have pulled within 1, 10-9, 5:40 to go in the second quarter.
Well, a little frustration there on a make. They're supposed to get into their full court press, and some of the girls were slow to get there.
Aliyah Hood all the way to the basket. Shot was no good, but she got her own miss on a rebound that got tipped around a couple times. And now Faith Kegmerinsky forces a turnover for the Lady D's. And the Eagles with a chance to take their first lead of the game. They trail 10-9 right now with 5:21 to go in a game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric. again, where they are wired for excellence. 2 fouls on each team in the quarter. And it's Bryn Runner throwing to Addie Van Arendonk at the top of the key. She'll kick to Faith Kekmarinsky on the right wing now. Looking over the top for Ava Breams, and Harrington will knock it out of bounds. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Eagles on a much better start to the second quarter here. They trailed 8-3 at the end of the first quarter, and they now only trail 10-9 with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Faith Kekmarinsky lines up on left wing 3, too strong. Rebounded by Harrington and then thrown away right to Addie Van Arendonk. Faith Kekmarinsky getting it back. Shot no good. Rebound down to Ayla Green.
Everything but finishing our shots. We're getting ports and turnovers and getting more opportunities right now.
That's In Case You Missed It, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Interesting to see how long Albia leaves Olivia DeMoss out of the game.
And another turnover for the Lady D's as the pass for, I think it was Claire Powers down low, knocked out of bounds by Addie Van Arendonk, who's been a hustle machine for the Eagles tonight. 5 rebounds and has forced a couple of turnovers. As Chloe Snider returns it to the game for Penley Christian, tries to throw it down low for Addie Van Arendonk, and that pass was awry, out of bounds. And Aliyah Hood will inbound. Again, our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Knoxville girls fell to Davis County 56-31. As Addie Van Arendonk forces another turnover, the Knoxville boys lead Davis County 32-11 after 1, and Norwalk girls basketball leads Carlisle 27-15. Ava Nickel 3 from the corner, and it's out of bounds.
That was a good-looking shot. PC's had a couple chances to take the lead in this game, but just haven't converted.
Yeah, so the Eagles trailing 10-9 with 3:58. That's our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Marion County's financial leader is Marion County Bank, with offices in Pella, Knoxville, and Melcher Dallas. Are serving you and building community across the county. And we get a full Pella Motors timeout taken here by the Lady D's, as they have not liked what they've seen this quarter. And you're listening to Penley Christian Basketball, powered by Bank Iowa on 92.1 FM KRLS, Knoxville Pella, and KRLS HD1, Knoxville Pella. Everyone has a goal and inspirational reason for being, whatever that is for you. Bank Iowa says,
let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. Here inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS. Mike, call me crazy. I think we'll have a couple of these potentially tonight, but I'm going to go with, at the very least, our first urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center here. In this timeout, Coach Foudy didn't burn one of his own timeouts here, so he still has 4 remaining in this game. But I feel like this is just a critical moment where you got to find that bucket. You battled back here. You trailed 8-3 at the end of that first quarter. You've held them to just 2 points here in the second quarter. You've gotten your 6 points of your own, but just haven't been able to get over that hump. So I think the first urgent situation is here, getting this stop on the defensive end, and then going down and finding a way to put the ball in the basket, just maybe to get something going on the offensive end of the floor, to see that ball go through the hoop again.
Albie's coach still deciding to keep Olivia DeMoss out. Since she's been out, it's been a almost scoreless quarter for him. So this is a critical time, as you said, to just take the lead and start to stretch this out a little bit before half, before she comes into the game.
Yeah, Aliyah Hood kicking to Addison Harrington. Pass inside for Claire Powers, and the Eagles will tie it up. It's going to be another Albia turnover. So there's the stop we talked about on our urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center. If you need urgent health care today, be seen today at Pella Regional's walk-in clinics in Pella, Knoxville, or Ottumwa, and visit PellaHealth.org for hours and wait times. Inbound from Ava Breams goes to Faith Kekmarinsky. Nice pass to Bryn Runner against this full court pressure, and now Chloe Snider with it on the right wing. She'll give it back to Runner. And now Faith Kekmarinsky looking, kick it to Chloe Snider. Back to Kekmarinsky. She'll drive, kick to the wing for Runner. And now she'll throw it cross court to Chloe Snider. She'll drive, back to Runner. To Faith Kekmarinsky. Now Ava Breams. Right wing for Snider. She'll step in, and her shot was blocked. Rebounded by Olivia Sheffield. First shot attempt for Chloe Snider on the night.
She was inside of 2 seconds there. She had to take the shot. Unfortunately, got stripped from her.
Yeah, Claire Powers trying to work in the post here as Aliyah Hood will bank in the three-pointer.
That's unfortunate. Again, we had some opportunities to take the lead, and now they got a 4-point lead off of that banked-in three.
Yeah, 13-9, 2:28 to go in this opening quarter of play. As Chloe Snider finds Faith Kegmarinsky. To the wing for Bryn Runner. Back on top for Faith Kegmarinsky. Pass nearly stolen. Nice feed by Faith to Addie Van Arendonk, but too strong off the backboard, and Addison Harrington down with the board.
Well, those were dropping for Addie the other night, but a little strong.
Yeah, and the great feed inside for Ayla Green. She'll lay it in, and the Lady D's have quickly extended their lead to 15-9 with 2:02 to go in the second quarter. Pella Motors timeout. We'll take it with them. At Pella Motors, you'll drive away happy. That's the Pella Motors guarantee. Again, Pella Christian 9, Albia 15. In the late second quarter, when we return here on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
The start of the new year is the perfect time to turn a new page on your health. Hi, I'm Dr. Ryan Laughlin, a family medicine physician at Knoxville Hospital and Clinics. If you've been putting off your annual checkups, especially for immunizations, screenings, and chronic disease management, make it your New Year's resolution to wait no longer. As you age, your health needs change, as do your recommended screenings for breast, cervical, colorectal, and lung cancers. Take care of your health today. To schedule your appointment at the Knoxville Hospital Clinic, call 641-842-7211.
This new year, is it the right time for a new job? Hearthstone & Pella is looking for a full-time business office manager. This is a leadership position that offers competitive compensation, a truly impressive benefits package, and the opportunity to work alongside others with a desire to serve and connect. The need is immediate, so don't delay. To apply, visit wesleylife.org/Hearthstone and click Join Our Team, or call Ann at 620-4162.
Welcome back here inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS. Out of the Pella Motors timeout, where you'll drive away happy. That is the Pella Motors guarantee. And unfortunately, Bryn Runner tried to throw a cross-court pass to Faith Kegmarinsky against the Albia full-court press and threw it away. And so Lillian DeMoss, who's back into the game for the Lady D's, as is Rachel Kegmarinsky, has the ball out top with 1:48 to go, and Albia leading 15-9 over Pella Christian.
Well, both teams deciding to put their girls with 2 fouls back in. Both Rachel Cack and Olivia DeMoss are back in here for the last 1:45 of the first half.
Yeah, Lillian DeMoss with an airballed runner on the left side. Rachel Kegmarinsky had the loose ball, or had the rebound knocked out of her hands by Harrington. And now the Eagles will set up against the full court pressure of the Lady D's. Rachel Kegmarinsky to Addie Van Arendonk all the way to the basket. Just cannot buy a break right now, can the Eagles, as Van Arendonk's layup bounces out the rim twice and no good.
Well, she's taking high percentage shots in close. She's going to the rim. She's got to keep taking them because she's very capable of putting those in.
And Lillian DeMoss on the left wing, now to Hood in the corner, defended by Faith Kegmarinsky, who is close to forcing the turnover, not quite able to do it as the ball finds its way into the hands of Harrington. And now we're going to get a touch foul on Chloe Snider. It's going to be the third foul on the Eagles and the first on Snider. And Kipfer going to come back into the game for Ayla Green. So 53.6 seconds to go. We do have a Pingles Home Store instant radio update. Knoxville boys lead Davis County 42-32 at halftime. That's our Pingles Home Store instant radio update. And now Ayla Hood with the basketball out top. Hood looking to drive. Now kicks to Harrington. Deep three-pointer is no good. And Faith Kegmarinsky ends up giving a team rebound to Albia because I don't think she ever truly possessed that basketball.
So that foul resets the clock at 35. They take this three and miss, but with it changing possessions now, we got no shot clock, basically. Albia gets the last minute 45 to themselves.
And a great job by Rachel Kegmarinsky to force the jump ball on the pass from Harrington down low for I believe that was Kipfer. Sheffield returns for DeMoss. I think they were trying for an offense-defense here, and it didn't work out because of that jump ball.
DeMoss comes out of the game. Coach just doesn't want to pick up a third foul in this last 18 seconds.
Kipfer gets it into Sheffield and back to Kipfer. Rachel Kekmarinsky able to get a turnover, and then Harrington unable to secure it. It'll stay with, oh no, they say it went out off of the Eagles.
Man, it sure looked like it was off Albia, but.
So a turnover for each team as Harrington now with the basketball again. She'll get it across the timeline. She's gonna pull up from way downtown and cans a deep three-pointer from like around the volleyball line there. And it's now 18-9. Albia leading Pella Christian. So the Eagles gonna have to figure out what they want to do here at the half. We'll see what Coach Foudy draws up. While we are in the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show, we'll be right back with that on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
The staff at Pella Real Estate Services would like to say thank you to all the area residents who have supported our growing business.
We're now so much more than just Mike and Sarah Bouquet and feel honored to be of service to this great community and surrounding areas.
We want to wish everyone and their families a truly hope-filled new year.
Call any member of our team at 628-1BUY and ask how we can assist you this new year.
That's 628-1BUY for Pella Real Estate Services.
Your business is everything to you, and it deserves the best internet, phone, and TV available. Whether you're a crew of 2 or have multiple locations and hundreds of employees, Pella Fiber is ready to set you up with the best connections in Pella. Their all-fiber network is built on industry-leading technology, and since fiber optic cable doesn't break down over time, you're far less likely to have your service impacted. Plus, upload speeds are as fast as the download, so you'll never lag in a video call again. Visit PellaFiber.com to learn more and get your business signed up today.
Look at me, I'm a superhero. And I'm building a fort.
If your furniture is getting a workout, it's time to visit Pingle's Home Store in Pella. They've got durable, stylish furniture that stands up to all the fun your kids can dish out.
We love Pingles.
Come to Pingle's Home Store today and find the perfect furniture for your family. Pingle's Home Store. Real people, real service, real dependability.
This Valentine's Day, make it unforgettable with flowers from Thistle's Flower Market. Choose classic roses, custom bouquets, or a gift that blooms all year. Our floral, rose, and plant subscriptions are the perfect way to keep the love growing. Order now at thistlesflowermarket.com. Call 641-628-9360 or visit us in downtown Pella. Thistle's Flower Market, Pella's downtown florist for 40 years.
At Pella Insurance, they strive to provide you with bend-over-backward service to protect your home, auto, business, farm, life, and health. Pella Insurance is a local independent agency that has been serving the Pella community for over 30 years with a mission to provide you with a more holistic approach to your insurance needs. With access to a multitude of industry-leading carriers, they are focused on assisting their customers with protecting and maximizing their assets, resources, and opportunities. Call Pella Insurance at 628-9235.
Run Bobby to basketball, pick up Susie from dance. If your calendar sounds like this, you need to let the professionals at Van Manen, Seatstra, Meyer, and Nickel help you with your income taxes. And erase one thing from your schedule this year. They offer a convenient drop-off service, so you won't have to sit through an appointment. Just drop off your tax information between 8 and 6, Monday through Friday, or 8 to noon on Saturdays, and they'll prepare your tax returns in about a week. Then come back at your convenience to sign and file the returns.
Save time and gain peace of mind with Van Manen, Seatstra, Meyer, and Nickel.
Welcome back to the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front end work, there are no appointment oil change and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean Ward and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. And Mike, we're here at the break. Again, it's Mike Bouquet and Tyler Crabb with you here for the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. And Mike, the Eagles did a lot of things really well in that first half, but just really struggled to finish on the other end. I mean, there was a lot of opportunities in transition to get to the rim, and they took advantage of getting to the rim, just could not get their shots to fall. So got to find a way to do that here in the second half.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they're defense has been solid. I mean, they're getting stops and they're forcing Albia into some passing situations where they've been turning the ball over and not getting real deep into the shot clock to get themselves good looks. But when they've launched the threes, they've seemed to have dropped at a much higher rate than the 25% they shoot on the season. And then, unfortunately, going the other way, our transition back to offense, we've been turning the balls over way too much. So if we can just take care of the ball in transition for one, but then just our shots, we're getting good looks, but for whatever reason, we're just coming hard off the glass, just almost like we're amped up a little too much to just have the touch to let them drop. So add even Aaron Duncan as an example. At halftime last game, she had 12 points, and she had some really good looks this first half, and certainly want her to keep taking those shots. But those are shots that, could have easily dropped, and it just changes the dynamics of the game to where the Lady D's would be playing from behind. But man, we worked hard to get it back to 10-9, and then after an Albia timeout, they went on a 5-0 run, and then they finished with that 3 to go up, doubling us up 9 points. So I don't know when the last time was that we scored 9 points in a half, but it's been a bit. So we've got a lot more offensive ability in us than what we've showed so far, but we're going to have to right the ship here real soon in the third quarter.
And I do got to make a correction. It does appear that they gave a 3 early on to Addison Harrington on that one that I kind of got confused early on. So that's how we get to 18-9 here at the break. So we'll run down our Inside the Numbers delivered by Pella Fiber, where every home gets a gig. Joined today at Pella Fiber. Mike, we talk about it for the Eagles right now. The leading scorer, Chloe Nickel, with 5 points, and then Rachel and Faith Kakarinsky with 2 points each. That is our 9 points. And then for Albia, I've got 4 points for Lillian DeMoss, 6 for Addison Harrington, 3 for Aliyah Hood, 3 for Brianna Driver, and 2 for Ayla Green. So not a lot of scoring going on, but again, the Eagles just have not been able to find it. So that's Inside the Numbers delivered by Pella Fiber, where every home gets a gig. Join today at Pella Fiber. Second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service. Mike, we talked about it beforehand. My key to the game was a strong start to the third quarter. I still am holding true to that. You're only down 9. You've played phenomenal defense, holding them to 18 points. But that strong start to the third quarter is going to have to come on the offensive end of the floor. They got to find someone who can get it going, right? There have been too many. It's not been one girl that's had in the struggles tonight. It's been collectively just not getting shots to fall. They got to figure out who it's going to be in the second half they can turn to get some buckets.
Well, it might seem like a little thing, but we're going offense left to right this half, and the offense is going to be playing right in front of Coach Foudy and the bench. So sometimes just those little verbal cues, sometimes that can come from the bench and from the coach, can help them stay a little more organized and a little more effective offensively. And I don't think we're far off from making some good runs offensively in this game. So hopefully we'll see a switch here third quarter.
Yeah, that would be nice. Again, that's our second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service. If it's time for a new garage door for your home or business, stop and see the gurus of garage doors at their new showroom at 908 Roosevelt Road, just west of Pella Christian High School. Do got to give you a Pingles Home Store Instant Radio update real quick, too, because we did have one of those come in from the Norwalk-Carlisle game. Norwalk 50, Carlisle 27 at the end of the third quarter there for that game. So always what you want to see if you're one of our listeners, one of our teams going and getting a win. Obviously, it depends on which teams they're playing, right? If they're playing our team, maybe not so much. But those nights where you get another little Hawkeye Conference team out there against a non-conference opponent, we enjoy seeing them win and play well, and the Norwalk girls certainly doing that with that big lead. And that was a big quarter for them in that third. They were up 27-15 at halftime, came out of the break and scored 23 points and only allowed 12. So nice quarter there for the Warriors. But again, this is the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show with our Pingles Home Store Instant Radio update. Why don't we do a rundown of the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard, Mike? And again, for our game, Pella Christian trails Albia 18-9 at halftime. Norwalk girls basketball leads Carlisle 50-27 after 3 quarters of play. The Knoxville girls, they are already done. They played earlier because they have a doubleheader tonight at Davis County. And the Knoxville girls fell 56-31 to Davis County. And the Knoxville boys, at last look-in, led Davis County 42-32 at halftime. And Mike, I don't know if you saw this on Friday night. You know, Monday we saw Lincoln Norris hit 10 three-pointers, which tied the school record. Friday night, he broke that record again with 11 three-pointers. I believe that was against Clark or Centerville, one of the two. I can't remember which, but regardless, that kid can shoot the basketball.
Yeah, he's in a rhythm and a zone this stretch of the season for sure. We saw that when we got to play him the other night.
That we did. Just had to point that out. I just saw that. I wasn't listening to that game. I was listening to the Pella Christian game on Friday night, but I saw Derek Cardwell made a comment about that, and I was just like, wow, that's a pretty impressive stretch for the young man. But again, that was our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Marion County's financial leader is Marion County Bank, with offices in Pella, Knoxville, and Melcher Dallas. They're serving you and building community across the county. Rachel Kekmerinsky will inbound to Faith Kekmerinsky to start off the third quarter of play. You've been listening to the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front-end work, their no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle, stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. All right,
almost a turnover there to start, so.
Yeah, not exactly what you're hoping to see to start out this quarter if you're the Eagles. Bryn Runner on the wing. Now to Rachel Kekmerinsky. Mid-range jumper, and there it is. The Eagles desperately needed that bucket. Rachel Kekmerinsky hitting the jumper in the middle of the lane. And Albia is going to turn it over their first of the half as Faith Kekmerinsky now looking to push. Three from the left wing for Chloe Snider is short. Bryn Runner with the rebound.
Well, it's a little better start here. Faith and Rachel have done a lot of the scoring for us the last 10 games.
Yeah, Rachel on a nice feed from Chloe Snider will lay it in, and it's a quick 4-0 start to the quarter for Pella Christian. 18-13, they trail Albia with 7:04 to go in the third quarter. And now Lillian DeMoss looking to push the tempo for the Lady D's and able to get it back out to Addison Harrington after being forced to pick up her dribble by Van Aradonk.
Yeah, it's very interesting watching this Albia team be super active defensively, but when they get on offense, they pass and stand.
Yeah, the ball into the hands of Sheffield. She'll now give to Kipfer. As the Eagles go to a zone, Lillian DeMoss looks to drive baseline, pulls up over Van Aradonk. No good. Rebound down to Kipfer. Her shot no good. Rebound down to Kekmerinsky.
Addie was way wide open out in front. Just nobody saw her.
Ball into the hands of Rachel Kekmerinsky. Nice move. Gets to the basket. She's on a 6-0 run is Rachel Kekmerinsky. 18-15. The Eagles trail by just 3 now.
That's what we missed in the first half is just somebody to... Rachel Keck did not need to go in and slap that ball. She gets her third foul. We need her on the court.
Yep, Rachel has picked up a foul in each quarter thus far as Ava Breams quickly checks into the game. And that's going to end the 6-0 streak more than likely that Rachel Keck was on. She'd scored 6 straight and pulled Pella Christian back within 3,
she doesn't
18
want
to
to come
15.
out, but last thing we need is her to get a 4th foul.
And that did end the run as Addison Harrington knocks down a 3 from the top of the key and puts Albia back up by 6, 21-15 with 6:01 to go in the third quarter. A Pella Motors timeout taken here. Who's Always Open, presented by Anytime Fitness. And Mike, it was that little stretch right there for Rachel in the paint. Was getting open and knocked down her first 3 field goals of the game in a row. And with that run alone, that was the highest point total of the night for Pella Christian in any quarter, or matches the high in any quarter. The Eagles with a 3-point first quarter, a 6-point second quarter, now a 6-point third quarter. So Who's Always Open, presented by Anytime Fitness, is Rachel Kekmerinsky. Is now Faith Kekmerinsky. Nearly got tied up. Chloe Snider with a nice feed to Addie Van Aradonk, who cannot finish the layup.
Oh, she still missed it, but nice little dump off by Chloe. Just keep taking them. Addie will hit them.
Kipfer driving the baseline, kicks it out to Sheffield. Now to Harrington. Cross-court pass for DeMoss. And Van Arendonk just missed it. And now Faith Kagmarinsky with the rebound off the miss from DeMoss. Chloe Snider with it. She was driving the baseline, and Sheffield knocked it away from Ava Breams. Pingle's Home Store Insta Radio update. Knoxville boys basketball 64. Davis County 41 after 3 quarters of play. Faith Kagmarinsky to Chloe Snider at the top of the key. Bryn Runner on the wing to Ava Breams. On left wing, Chloe Snider. Back up top to Faith Kag.
I can sense that Chloe wants to let a 3 fly, but
she'll throw it inside for Addie Van Arendonk, and Van Arendonk gets that one to go. And 21-17, Pella Christian trails 5:53 to go in the third quarter.
I critiqued Addie the other night that she needs to take balls with somebody in her face, and she's been doing it tonight. Finally got that one to drop.
On the other end, Ayla Green able to get the layup to go as the Lady D's, were able to beat the pressure of Pella Christian. A tough look for Chloe Snider off the heel of the basket, and loose ball will go for a team rebound for Albia as they got the possession arrow.
That's all right. Chloe at least got her hand on it to lock it up instead of just giving Albia the ball. So let's burn up this possession arrow at least at this point. We'll get the next one.
Yeah, Claire Powers into the game for Ayla Green. Chloe Nickel into the game for Chloe Snider. And it'll be Lillian DeMoss beating the pressure by throwing it ahead to Harrington. Nearly went out of bounds. And now Harrington, a right wing 3, left short, and rebounded by Faith Kagmarinsky, her 4th of the game.
A couple of the leading scorers there for Albia are missing their shots here to start the third quarter.
And Faith Kagmarinsky on the right wing as Ava Breams is double teamed. Now the ball inside for Van Arendonk. Faith Kagmarinsky, an open 3 from the right wing. And a big 3-pointer by Faith Kagmarinsky. And the Eagles back within 3, 23-20 with 3:52 to go in the third quarter. Our Randall Roofing raise the roof moment of the game. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. Lillian DeMoss missing the runner, but then Ava Breams not able to control the rebound as the ball goes out of bounds. And it's a team rebound for Albia.
Lillian DeMoss is, anytime we bring the trap on the front court, she just dribbles right around us.
Brianna Driver, an open 3-pointer from the wing, no good. And the ball will go to Pella Christian as Harrington lost it off of her foot on the offensive rebound and dribbling it out.
That official was a little unsure what he was going to call there.
Yeah.
Thought it was off of Albia's foot, but
yeah, he wasn't extremely clear in what he was trying to relay. Addie Van Arendonk ahead to the basket, too strong.
Go up.
Got her own miss, back out to Chloe Nickel.
Her shot's just a little hard, strong.
And Sophia Slochter was going to try to shoot it, but a great job by Albia to close out and forced Slochter to pull the shot back and ends up in a travel.
Slochter been getting some good minutes the last 2-3 weeks, but with Chloe Snider back, she didn't get in the first half.
Yeah, Laya Hood to Lillian DeMoss. She'll drive to the basket and leaves the shot short. Ava Breams down with the rebound.
Voss could have got easily called for a foul there after the shot, trying to get it back.
Faith Kagmarinsky's pass for Chloe Nickel was a little errant. And a pass for Slochter from Breams ends up in a turnover for the Eagles. And ahead, Alaya Hood will lay it in for 2, and it's 25-20. Albia leading Pella Christian as Faith Kagmarinsky beats the press. Sophia Slochter down low for Addie Van Arendonk, and the ball knocked out of bounds by the Lady D's. And Rachel Kagmarinsky comes back in for Ava Breams. And into the game is Madeline Van Loon for Albia. She'll get Claire Powers.
PC trying to push it in transition, but Albia just so active with their hands. They just got to take care of the ball.
And a nice inbound feed from Faith Kagmarinsky to Rachel Kagmarinsky, who's got 8 points in the quarter. Pella Christian 25-20. They trail Albia with 2:23 to go in the third quarter.
Well, after that 6-0 spurt, she goes out, comes back in for 2 seconds and scores again. So she's got a pretty high scoring ratio going on here for her last 3 minutes of play.
Yeah, Lillian DeMoss now with the basketball, and the ball swings up top to Harrington. Lillian DeMoss, a wide open three from the left corner. That one was in and out, and Rachel Kegmerinsky down with the rebound. Ahead for Sophia Slaughter. Her shot no good. Chloe Nickel on the follow, no good. Lillian DeMoss caught the ball on the baseline. And it was just like, oh, man. What am I doing here?
I'm going to pick on her a little bit. So she shoots a three on the other end, misses, stands and watches as two girls get back for PC for transition. She goes to the other end, tries to block, and then she stands baseline out of bounds, and the ball comes right back to her. It's just laziness.
And Slaughter finds Rachel Kegmerinsky, 10 points in the third quarter. She's got Pella Christian back within 25-24, 140 to go in the third quarter. And DeMoss gets the ball across half court.
I don't mean to pick on her other than she's a leading scorer, their point guard. The team responds to your leaders, and PC's got a chance here to take the lead.
Yeah, and I think Chloe Nickel got a fingertip on it, and they were going to call it over and back, so they did not say that she got a hand on it. And a full timeout taken here by the Lady D's as Pella Christian a chance to reclaim, or not reclaim, claim their first lead of the game here, trailing 25-24 with a minute 23. It's a full Pella Motors timeout here. And Mike, again, just a big spot in this game. Eagles feels like this is a spot where you almost have to score. You've had so many opportunities to lead in this game so far and just haven't been able to get over that hump. It feels like if you're going to get over that hump, now is the time. And I know I already used it once. I want to come back to it. It's another urgent situation, in my opinion, presented by Pella Regional Health Center. You're having your best quarter offensively so far. You got to find a way to put this ball in the basket.
Yeah, I'm being entertained by the Albia coach coaching her girls down here. She's red in the face, and she's not liking how the momentum has swung in this game, and she's raising the expectations for what she expects out of her girls right now. So it'll be interesting to see how PC can respond and match the intensity at this point.
That will be interesting. That's our urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center. If you need urgent health care today, be seen today at Pella Regional's walk-in clinics in Pella, Knoxville, or Ottumwa. Visit PellaHealth.org for hours and wait times. Again, that was another Pella Motors timeout. At Pella Motors, you'll drive away happy. That's the Pella Motors guaranteed. Faith Kegmerinsky with the basketball on the right wing. Heavy pressure there from Malaya Hood. Sophia Slaughter inside for Addie Van Arendonk. And a push going to be called against the Lady D's. Let's see what number that is on. It's on Brianna Driver. That'll be her second.
Just their first foul of the half.
Lillian DeMoss checking out of the game as Harrington back in.
So point guard comes out. So I was just chirping at DeMoss not working real hard, but
Addie Van Arendonk's pass for Ava Nickel taken away by Olivia Sheffield. And a great job by Ava Nickel to get back in transition. She will foul Sheffield, but you'll live with that because it's just the second foul of the quarter on the Eagles. And the first foul on Ava Nickel, and it prevents a transition layup off of the turnover.
That was a good foul.
Harrington to Sheffield, defended by Slaughter. And Slaughter now going to foul. And I hear Coach Fowdy Hillen down there. Got to move the feet.
Yeah, we're planted like trees. We got to stay in front of girls and not rely on a reach from our hands to do the work.
Yeah, got to defend with the feet. As Driver inbounds out to Harrington. The Pella Christian logo on the right side of the floor from us. Brianna Driver looking to drive. And she'll throw it away into the arms of Addie Van Arendonk. And Van Arendonk able to find Faith Kegmerinsky as Kipfer checks back in almost immediately. Sophia Slaughter left wing. Cross-court pass to Ava Nickel. Now back to Faith Kegmerinsky. She's looking inside for a little assist. Rachel. And we'll now throw an ill-advised pass in there into the double team, and Albia will take it away.
Well, we're getting used to Rachel doing some scoring, so just trying to get a touch for her.
Harrington drives, kicks to Driver on the left wing. Her three is short, rebounded by Faith Kegmerinsky.
Those are the threes that dropped earlier in this game. Every time we got close, they dropped another three in.
And a foul, a ball poked away by Albia out of bounds as Kipford checks back into the game for Driver.
All right, we got a 4.7 second play here to take the lead to end the third quarter.
Ava Nickel was wide open and they didn't see her as Harrington, a half-court heave with 3 seconds left was no good off of the inbounds turnover there for Pella Christian.
Just Albia
follow,
again,
no
just
good.
Coming in on the backside. They keep picking our pocket. And I can tell they've been doing that all season long. But I don't think they realized they had another 4 seconds left to get a shot off. She launched it at almost half court.
As she did. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. The Eagles with their best quarter by far of the day. They trailed 8-3 at the end of the first quarter, trailed 18-9 at halftime. It's now 25-24 going into the fourth quarter. So the Eagles, who their high point total in a quarter was 6 tonight, put up 15 in the third there, and they limited Albia to 7, their lowest point total of a quarter. So we'll see if the Eagles can keep that momentum up here in the fourth quarter.
Well, that was your key to the game, wasn't it, Tyler?
Well, it really was.
Come on. You got to take some credit here for calling it.
I would take credit, but I am not. That's not my style.
I want to know what you're going to call for the fourth quarter now.
Well, I don't know what I would call, but I mean,
how about another
third
16
quarter.
or 15 points? I'd take that.
About 20. I'm going to throw the challenge out there. I'm going to throw the gauntlet out there. I want to see 20.
I'll take the 15 to 20.
Yeah, I like that range. But anyways, that's in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Sophia Slochter on the wing, and she traveled with it.
We'll start with taking the lead here, so we just need a defensive stop.
Yeah, Bryn Runner checks back into the game for Ava Nickel. And Harrington will bring the ball up for the Lady D's, who lead 25-24 with 7:47 to go in the fourth quarter. Harrington out at the volleyball line. She'll look to shoot the three from the left wing, and she's going to airball that.
Well, here we go. Let's just take the lead. It's time.
Yes, it is. Bryn Runner getting the inbound from Rachel Kegmarinsky. And she'll now get it to older sister Faith ahead for Sophia Slochter. And Lillian DeMoss knocks it out of bounds.
Good night. How's that not a foul? Protecting the point guard there.
I
Sophia
guess so.
About got her head taken off.
Yeah, Faith Kegmarinsky to Bryn Runner. Now to Addie Van Arendonk, and she'll turn it over into the arms of Claire Powers. Game reset wired by Center Point Electric. 7:22 to go in the fourth quarter. Lady D's of Albia 25, Eagles of Pella Christian 24. And Lillian DeMoss with the basketball just getting across half court. DeMoss coming off of a screen. She'll drive down the right side of the lane. Too strong. Faith Kegmarinsky down with the board. And it'll be a quick jump ball. Eagles not happy about the quick jump ball there, but regardless, it'll be a team rebound for the Eagles off of Lillian DeMoss's miss. The Eagles turn it over. And Rachel Kegmarinsky with a big block on the shot by Olivia Sheffield. And Rachel Kegmarinsky's taken over this second half of play.
She come flying in from somewhere. I'm not sure which zip code it was, but she blocked that. I wasn't even seeing her in the play.
Another rebound for Rachel Kegmarinsky, and a foul now going to go, I think, on Kipfer. It does go on Kipfer, her second, team's first of the quarter.
Again, just an opportunity to take the lead. Let's feel this game out from taking a position in front.
Sophia Slochter, right wing three is short, but Faith Kegmarinsky is there for the follow. And the Eagles lead for the first time tonight. Let's go ahead and raise the roof again, Mike. Presented by Randall Roofing. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. And Lillian DeMoss answers with her runner, her first points of the second half, over the top of Faith Kegmarinsky. We'll now get it back to Rachel. Across half court to Sophia Slochter. Slochter attacking the basket. Count it. And one, Sophia Slochter. The Eagles back in front.
Slochter is getting intense, but she didn't play the whole first half, but she's been bringing good energy, and Coach Foudy's left her out there, and the last couple times down, she's been money.
At 28-27, Slachter's free throw did not catch the rim, so the rebound for Addie Van Arendonk will not count.
Well, we got the bucket, so back in the lead thanks to Sophia.
Yep, 28-27, 6:10 to go in the fourth quarter. as Claire Powers back on for Kipfer. And Lillian DeMoss ahead to Sheffield. Not even Arundel comes out of nowhere to knock that ball out of bounds.
Well, I like Addie playing on that backside. She's got good instincts for the ball and quickness to get there, so she disrupted the backside. Even though we didn't get the ball, she knocked it out of bounds.
And it's Harrington on the right wing, now back to DeMoss. Harrington back on the right wing. Now she's going to drive. Shot was blocked. Powers could not secure the rebound. Rachel Kegmarinsky ends up with that rebound. And Faith Kegmarinsky out of the top of the key. And Harrington commits her first foul. Second foul of the quarter on the Lady D's. Hood going to check into the game for Albia now. And she's going to get Powers out of the game.
That'd be helpful to see how this Albia team plays if we can get them down 3 to 4 points instead of only 1 here.
Yeah, Faith Kegmarinsky defended by Sheffield. And we'll get a sweep as Van Arendonk now with the basketball to Runner. Albia double teaming Rachel Kegmarinsky. Sophia Slaughter's pass to Faith Kegmarinsky intercepted by Harrington. Harrington cross-court pass. DeMoss quick trigger 3 from way downtown. And Rachel Kegmarinsky is down with yet another rebound.
Slaughter just got a nose for the rim right now.
And she's unable to convert on the layup in transition. Is Lillian DeMoss bringing the ball up for Albia. He's going to look to drive, and a tough runner, no good. Rachel Kegmarinsky down with the board, and it is safe to say she's got a double-double. I have to count up the rebounds I've got. It's all unofficial, but I know she's got a lot of them right now.
Well, DeMoss just likes to beat you on the dribble and then throw up a shot, but she's about 1 for 6, I think, this half doing that.
Faith Kegmarinsky to the corner for Sophia Slaughter. Rachel Kegmarinsky shot from the free throw line was blocked, but it'll stay with the Eagles.
Now that's been a good shot for her. So
Cully Snider returns for Sophia Slaughter, who gave the Eagles a lot of good minutes here in the second half. Pella Christian still leads 28-27, 4:32 to go in the fourth quarter. Cully Snider to Faith Kegmarinsky, who's double teamed. Cross-court pass, left wing 3. Chloe Snider is short, but another rebound for Rachel Kegmarinsky. But the Eagles unable to get a shot off as Rachel did not realize the shot clock was so low.
Well, that was a good cross-court path to Chloe Snider when she was warming up coming out of half. She hit 3 of 4 threes from that same spot.
And Addie Harrington with a great pass ahead to Madeline Van Loon, who lays it in for her first 2 of the game and gives Albia the lead 29-28 with 4:03 to go in the fourth quarter. And Faith Kegmarinsky out top, defended by Sheffield.
Albia bringing a little more intensity defensively now, so PC is going to have to take care of the ball.
Wide open, Faith Kegmarinsky, right wing! Boom! Three-pointer, Faith Kegmarinsky, 31-29. The Eagles with a 2-point lead. 3:44 to go in the fourth quarter.
That is a huge
And Lillian DeMoss trying to go behind the back. Had her dribbles taken away by Faith Kegmarinsky, who lays it in again. And the Eagles lead up to 4, their biggest of the game, 33-29, 3.5 to go in the fourth quarter. And now Elia Hood in the front court for the Lady D's.
Other than that 6-0 Rachel run, that Faith 5-0 run is huge.
That it is, and a missed 3 by Olivia Sheffield. And guess who the rebound goes to?
Well, we got
Rachel
Kegmarinsky girls taking over right now.
That we do. Faith Kegmarinsky, cross-court pass to Bryn Runner. Inside, Addie Van Arendonk gets whacked.
She is challenging the defense. I called her out on the air the other night. Not sure if she listened, but it doesn't matter. But she was not taking girls on. She was wide open and getting easy shots. But all night tonight, she's taking on girls, and it's moments like this where you have to do that. You got to have 5 shooters on the court.
A Pella Motors timeout taken by Albia here before Addie Van Arendonk's first free throw. The foul went against DeMoss, her 3rd and the team's 4th of the fourth quarter here. Mike, we're going to stick right here. Instant radio, Pingle's Home Store Instant Radio Update. Knoxville 80, Davis County 55, a final score in boys basketball. The Norwalk girls defeated Carlisle 60-45. So our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard, the Pella Christian girls lead Albia 33-29 with around 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The Knoxville girls fell to Davis County 56-31. The Knoxville boys fell to Davis County 80-55, or Knoxville boys defeated Davis County 80-55. Norwalk girls defeat Carlisle 60-45. That's our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. The Kegmarinsky sisters coming up huge here in quarter number 4, pulling the Pella Christian girls back within, or back.
It's all right.
Within the lead of Albia, and then up to the lead.
So we lost 35-33 a year ago to these guys. This is 33-29 now. Chance to up our 33. So Addie gets us our 34th.
Yeah, she goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Again, that's in case you missed it. Presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Harrington ahead to number 13, Van Loon. And the Eagles will foul Harrington. And that one going to go against Addie Van Arendonk, her second.
It's only a first foul this quarter, so just like Albia, I think bringing some intense defense is going to make Albia play a little more under pressure, and we can give up a few fouls doing it, and it's not going to hurt us.
Yeah, the inbound went to Harrington. Now into the post for Van Loon, working against Rachel Kegmarinsky. Down low to Ayla Green, no good, and Addie Van Arendonk with the rebound. Great defense by the Eagles as Aliyah Hood will commit her first foul, team's 5th, and Faith Kegmarinsky going to go to the free throw line as the Eagles will shoot for the remainder of the quarter. Make a chance for 35.
Hey, let's keep it rolling. This is a 10-2 team that we're about ready to drop tonight.
Hey, if we can keep it rolling, I wouldn't be shocked. Faith knocks down the first free throw. 35-29, the Eagles lead. Well, Mike, you mentioned you wanted 15 points. They're at 11 right now in the quarter.
Oh. Well, slow start to the quarter, but yeah, they're putting it together, and we got 2:39 to go.
And making a 12-point fourth quarter for the Eagles so far. And a game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric. The Eagles 36, Albia 29, 2:38 to go in the fourth quarter after Faith Kegmarinsky goes 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Olivia Sheffield quickly in transition finds Ayla Green, who hit the bottom of the rim with the layup, no good. Faith Kegmarinsky ahead to Bryn Runner. Tried to get it to Addie Van Arendonk, and Bryn got just a little overzealous and threw that one away.
Bryn's had a couple high passes tonight. She just needs to dial them in.
So
she's got the height advantage, so she can throw a little more direct.
Inbound will go to Harrington. The Kegmarinsky sisters will apply the pressure. Ball able to get ahead to Sheffield. She will drive, and she'll throw it away before she could travel. And Faith Kegmarinsky ahead to Rachel, who will now slow it down and give it back to Faith. Defended by Sheffield very closely.
Sheffield is Albia in a little bit of a
left wing. Chloe Snider inside for Rachel Kegmarinsky, and Ayla Green picks up her second foul.
Albia in a little bit of a dire mode right now, and you can tell it the way their girls are playing.
That you can. While Rachel's at the line, the road ahead presented by Integrity Comfort Solutions. We'll start with the boys because they're here on Eagle Lane tomorrow night against Fairfield. And we'll be right back here on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. We'll actually be on the KRLS2 stream tomorrow night with the Pella doubleheader going on 92.1 KRLS. But we will be on the KRLS2 stream, and then both teams have homecoming on Friday against Oskaloosa. So homecoming on Friday. Rachel Kegmarinsky's second free throw does not count because Bryn Runner was across the line, so technically a turnover there for the Eagles, but 37-29 after Rachel Kegmarinsky made the first free throw. And now Aliyah Hood to the corner for Olivia Sheffield. Sheffield driving, kicking to DeMoss. DeMoss to the basket. And she will draw a foul on Addie Van Arendonk, which will be her third, team's second. So DeMoss going to go to the line to shoot 2 for Albia. Again, the road ahead is presented by Integrity Comfort Solutions. Integrity Comfort Solutions has added service to their roster, so if your home has a plumbing, heating, or cooling emergency, get comfortable with Integrity Comfort Solutions. Free throw for DeMoss is good. So 37-30, Pella Christian leads Albia with 1:37 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll see how much of the fouling game comes into play here after this. And DeMoss rattles home the second free throw, so a 2-for-2 trip. And it's 37-31, Eagles lead by 6. Bryn Runner ahead to Chloe Snider. And a full Pella Motors timeout here taken by Brendan Foudy. Mike, I would take it with them, but right now I just kind of want to talk this second half over. I mean, you know, I mentioned it earlier. The first halves had been pretty good for the Eagles. Now, unfortunately, the first half wasn't quite what the Eagles are used to with their first halves. I mean, we talked about it last week. It was really strong first halves. The second halves just kind of where the wheels kind of fell off the wagon a couple of times. Tonight, the exact opposite story. First half was rather rough. I mean, we had 9 points at halftime. Out of the break, we have now scored 15 in the third quarter and 13 in the fourth quarter. A much better second half for the Eagles and a much better finish for this squad.
Well, anytime you play a team that's 10-2, like Albia was coming into this game, I mean, they're coming in playing with confidence because they've had their way with a lot of teams. So that first half, PC just had to kind of chip away at their ego and their consistency and kind of find themselves. But, you know, the quickness of Albia did mess with us in the first half, but it feels like we've adjusted to that better. We've taken care of the ball a lot better in the second half. And then some of those shots that seem to be dropping for Albia have not. And then in the inverse, some of ours have been dropping. We've gotten some nice contributions from Rachel and Faith Kakmarinsky as well.
Yeah,
as
Rachel
others.
Kakmarinsky with the basketball now out of the Pella Motors timeout. Sorry to cut you off there, Mike.
Nope, you're good. Even players like Sophia Slaughter's giving us really good minutes off the bench.
Yeah, Faith Kakmarinsky driving. She was trying to kick it back out to Chloe Snider. And a foul going to be called against Faith Kakmarinsky on the turnover. It'll be the second foul on the Eagles, or on Faith Kakmarinsky, the third on the Eagles. And Lillian DeMoss will inbound as the Eagles are going to apply some full court pressure here. Inbound will go to Harrington. And she'll kind of slow walk it up here. Now Lillian DeMoss looking to drive. And a great job by Faith Kakmarinsky to stand her ground. Lillian DeMoss loses the basketball out of bounds. So the Eagles force the turnover.
Yeah, she just dribbled into pressure and then lost any room to do anything.
Rachel Kakmarinsky with a nice feed to Chloe Snider. Down low to Addie Van Arendonk, who will lay it in. 39-31, the Eagles lead by 8 with 42 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Olivia Sheffield out to Harrington. Harrington to Elia Hood. Hood looking to drive. Kicks it out to Sheffield. Eagles doing a great job defensively as Sheffield
grabbed that ball.
Throws it away. Rebound down to DeMoss, who got it into Powers off of throwing it off of Runner. And Albia ends up turning it over. And that is likely going to do it here. 39-31. We'll see if Albia decides to foul now, but feels a little late at this point as Bryn Runner gets the inbound.
Get it across.
Rachel Kakmarinsky dribbling. Get it set to Faith Kakmarinsky. Ahead to Addie Van Arendonk. Van Arendonk was going to go to the basket. Coach Foudy, I don't know if he actually called the timeout, but I don't believe he actually did, but he's like, I'll take it anyways with 8.8 seconds. It stops Addie Van Arendonk from the layup attempt. It was not going to be a necessary layup. The Eagles have secured the win here against Albia. It's just a matter of that final horn sounding. And Mike,
I think he was trying to get that called a little earlier, and by the time he recognized it, the ball was already in the front court.
Mike, I got to tell you, though, feels good to start off homecoming week with a big win here over a 10-2 Albia squad who will now be 10-3.
Absolutely. A year ago, we played Albia a little earlier in the season. We lose to them. We drop to 2-6. This one gets us with a win, gets us back to 6-9, which gets us within reach of a 500 record.
And Bryn Runner at the top of the key will hold it, and the Eagles battle back and knock off the Lady D's of Albia 39-31. A great effort from Pella Christian tonight. And Mike, before we go to the post-game coverage, What was the number you wanted to see in the fourth quarter?
15. No, yeah, I was 15. You were 20.
It was 15 points on the dot.
Hey, we'll take
24 at the end of the third quarter, 39 your final score tonight
you got
for the
your
Eagles.
Strong second half you wanted. So.
I got the strong second half. You got the point total of the fourth quarter. Perfect pairing right there, if you ask me. We'll come back with post-game coverage of Pella Christian Girls Basketball here on 92.1 KRLS. Again, the Eagles win 39-31 over Albia on your Monday night to kick off homecoming week.
Whether it's navigating the uncharted waters of being a first-time business owner, expanding your business to meet growing demand, or investing in ways to propel your business to new heights, Bank Iowa can help you and your business take the next step, no matter how large or small it may be. So anything you can imagine, let's make it happen. Bank Iowa, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Vanderlinden Services is your trusted family-owned plumbing and HVAC business. I'm Austin Vanderlinden. Our team has years of experience and commitment to treating every customer like family, and our trusted technicians take pride in their work. Plus, we offer the best in York HVAC residential and commercial systems. Call me today for reliable, friendly service that you can trust. Vanderlinden Services, the best for the job.
If you're tired of eating at the same places, discover Elmhurst Grill, Oskaloosa's exclusive dining destination. The culinary design menu offers a feast for every palate. From crisp, fresh salads and mouth-watering burgers to savory pastas and perfectly grilled steaks. Plus, enjoy chef-crafted specials and seasonal favorites that keep every visit exciting. Overlooking the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course, serene trees, and a picturesque pond. Elmhurst Grill, where flavor meets ambiance.
Winter's here, and with it comes whiteout driving conditions and icy roads. Upgrade your tires and step up your savings with a stop at Raceway Tire and Exhaust. Raceway's auto experts have everything you need to keep your car in top driving shape for the weather to come. From Bridgestone weather grip tires to batteries to wiper blades and more, they've got what you need to get you on the go. So accelerate through winter with new Bridgestone weather grip tires. Stop into Raceway Tire and Exhaust today.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust.
We got what you need to get you on the go.
Welcome back to post-game coverage here on 92.1 KRLS. And on the Pella Christian YouTube channel, the Pella Christian Girls Basketball team with a strong second half to take down the Albia Lady D's here tonight. 39-31 your final score after what was a slow start to the game with just a 9-point first half. The Eagles score 30 in the second half and just really come out with a strong start to homecoming week here, which is always good, especially when you know that there's potential distractions and things like that coming up this week. Always good to get off to a great start to this week of the year.
Yeah, I think you saw Pella Christian's depth now. You can say a little bit more about depth, even though you just get one player back. Some of the depth that you've been working on the last several games against some really talented teams shows up a little more when you play a smaller school and certainly an athletic and talented smaller school. But you just, I think over the course of the 32 minutes, you saw it show up a little bit more in the second half where you had, I know Chloe was not going to go home and feel great about her scoring effort tonight, but she just brings some nice presence. She takes care of the ball. She's just a good supportive athlete, and the girls need that. Allows some of the others to, capitalize on what they've been trying to do the last couple weeks with the coaches, and just shows up as a more complete game for the whole team. So Chloe Snider will have some opportunities, I'm sure, to get more integrated in this, and she's going to contribute in some great ways down the stretch. But yeah, I think that was it's a nice way to bring her back into the team, and it's a nice win for the overall team. Some of your usual pieces did some good scoring. Addie Van Arendonk still had some big buckets over the course of the game, but could have easily been double figures again tonight for a second consecutive game. So she needs to stay confident in what she's capable of doing, and just hopefully the overall team just keeps building on their individual successes so we can keep building towards some better team successes as well. So it was nice to heard a parent say it's just nice to get a team win. So we need that tonight. The boys need one tomorrow night. So
That they do. They do. You know, we'll take it either way, right?
Yep.
However you get wins, doesn't matter how they come. Wins are wins. And especially when, you know, you go through a stretch in the Little Hawkeye Conference where it's just grueling, getting wins is very big for any team in this grueling slate, let alone a team that, as we mentioned it, the girls struggled in Little Hawkeye Conference play. They beat a Knoxville team who, not to sound super negative about Knoxville, but, you know, when you beat a team that has really, really been down this year, it's a little bit of a confidence booster, but it's kind of one of those deals where it's like, yeah, we beat a team that we should beat. Tonight was a game where, on paper, a lot of people probably didn't pick Pella Christian to beat Albia, but they came out ready to go and got the job done, which is always a great feeling when you can pick up those victories and really boost that confidence a little bit more, especially going into a game against Oskaloosa where you could have beaten them the first time and unfortunately fell short there on the road at Oski.
Yeah. I mean, we play the hard games and take the knocks, but you get some more favorable matchups, and it's okay to take some good mental and physical victories out of those as well. So, just maybe we can get 2 in a row here, and maybe we won't see 3 out of the last 5 if we beat Oskaloosa. So, anything we can do to string together some wins would be excellent. I don't know if we had a 2-game winning streak to start the season against Davis County and Montezuma. So, be nice to have another 2-game winning streak, if you can call it that. So. But yeah, overall good effort tonight by all the girls. Lots of contributions in a lot of different ways. So it's fun to see. Fun to see them grow and learn and stretch themselves and continue to battle.
How about this, Mike, too, as we go to our final stats presented by the Verdeft Agency tonight. Here's the number, and I want to stress, it is unofficial. I really hope that Coach Bruxford can confirm the numbers that I've got right now. One of the areas that I think is the most impressive to walk away here with is the rebounding margin that the Eagles won by tonight. 36-22 is my unofficial count, highlighted by the performance of one girl that I'm really going to highlight at the beginning here, Rachel Kekmarinsky, 13 points, 13 rebounds for a double-double. Faith Kekmarinsky adds 13 points and 6 rebounds to that total. Addie Van Arendonk, 6.7 rebounds. Ava Breams had 2 rebounds. Bryn Runner had a rebound. Chloe Nickel finished with 5 points and a rebound. Sophia Slochter with 2 points. And then that is the numbers for the Eagles. For Albia, here's another thing that stands out to me is the defensive intensity that the Eagles played with tonight. Lillian DeMoss and Olivia Sheffield came in. DeMoss averaged 12.4. Sheffield averaged 12 points per game. DeMoss was held to 8 points and 3 rebounds. Sheffield was held scoreless with 1 rebound. So 2 girls that combined to average 24 points a game for Albia, scored a grand total of 8 tonight. Addison Harrington had 9 points and 5 rebounds. Aliyah Hood had 5 points, 1 rebound. Brianna Driver had 3 points, no rebounds. Madeline Van Loon had 2 points, 1 rebound. Ayla Green, 4 points, 3 rebounds. And then Emma Kipfer had 2 rebounds tonight. 6 team rebounds for each team in those totals. So that's where the 36 and the 22, for those who were keeping track at home of what I was saying, I don't expect that anyone was. But 6 team defensive rebounds either way for my count. But overall, just a great night of basketball for the Eagles. That's the final stats presented by the Verdeft Agency. Let Chad Lance or Larry examine your stats and customize an insurance plan for you. The Verdeft Agency, providing complete courteous service to the Pella area for nearly 100 years. And Mike, I'm kind of stalling a little bit. I think we're going to have a player coming up, but they're probably back there celebrating in the locker room just a little bit right now after a big win here against a fairly talented Albia squad.
I'm sure there's a lot of smiles and happiness going on in the locker room enjoying this win. And I mean, this is not a slouch of a team that they beat. So to come out and play a second half, I don't know what they talked about at halftime, but I'm sure it was about expectations and execution and just overall ability. And here was their chance to show that and put it on the court, and they certainly did that. So they ought to feel a strong sense of accomplishment from that.
That they should. You're listening to Pella Christian Basketball, powered by Bank of Iowa on 92.1 FM KRLS, Knoxville Pella, and KRLS HD1 Knoxville Pella. Everyone has a goal, an inspiration, or reason for being, whatever that is for you. Bank Iowa says,
let's make it happen.
And again, we are just awaiting the Eagles to come out of the locker room. I know there's some fans here waiting as well, and even some of our younger fans. But I see the Foudy clan down there as well, still running around. But we here's the best part too. After a win like this, you get an extra 2 hours to sleep in tomorrow because you got the 2 hour delay for the cold weather. That might be it too. They might just be hiding in the locker room, just avoiding going home right now. They don't want to go out in the cold.
So yeah, over that 2 hours, the temperature will probably increase about 3 degrees.
Yeah, you never know. You hope.
Yeah.
You hope anyways that it increases.
Just be hopeful that the sun is out. So I got this really nice gift from the girls soccer team at the end of the season last year that has it's a heated jacket, and I've been taking full advantage of that this last several days. So if anybody out there is listening that helped contribute to that, I'm very thankful, especially during these cold that
And I'm going to preface this beforehand by saying that I am 1,000% joking about this, but I've been to enough of these outdoor events. That sounds nice. So, I mean, what do you got?
Probably get you one of these.
Yeah, and again, I say that 1,000% kidding. I don't actually want anyone to do that, but the joke was there, right? I mean, it's always nice to, see that appreciation, and I'm glad that the girls soccer team showed you that appreciation for your final year, which I know probably at the time they didn't know that.
I wasn't planning on letting Coach Dowie take over at that point. So
yeah. So
glad to let somebody with capable hands take that over. So that's he'll do good for the program, and if he's listening, he's not too far away from season starting. We're middle of January, so we're inside 2 months for spring sports starting up. So that's kind of crazy to think when you're in the middle of this cold Iowa winters. But
absolutely. We're going to take a 30-second time out here on post-game coverage, and we're going to have Faith Kekmerinsky join us here in the broadcast booth following the Eagles' 39-31 win over the Albia Lady D's here on Monday night. We will be back on 92.1 KRLS right after this.
Grow strong with us, Lighton State Bank, Lighton State Bank.
Could you be earning higher interest rates on your checking and savings accounts with our exclusive Lighton Rewards account? Last year, we gave over $126,000 back to our rewards customers. If you'd like to earn our best rates for things you're probably already doing, like swiping your debit card, receiving e-statements, and making payments by ACH debit, visit lightonbank.com and start your account opening today. Member FDIC.
If you're tired of eating at the same places, discover Elmhurst Grill, Oskaloosa's exclusive dining destination. The culinary design menu offers a feast for every palate, from crisp fresh salads and mouth-watering burgers to savory pastas and perfectly grilled steaks. Plus, enjoy chef-crafted specials and seasonal favorites that keep every visit exciting. Overlooking the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course, serene trees, and a picturesque pond. Elmhurst Grill, where flavor meets ambiance.
Winter's here, and with it comes whiteout driving conditions and icy roads. Upgrade your tires and step up your savings with a stop at Raceway Tire and Exhaust. Raceway's auto experts have everything you need to keep your car in top driving shape for the weather to come. From Bridgestone weather grip tires to batteries to wiper blades and more, they've got what you need to get you on the go. So accelerate through winter with new Bridgestone weather grip tires. Stop into Raceway Tire and Exhaust today.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust.
We got what you need
to get you on the go.
Welcome back here on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. And with our continuing coverage of Iowa High School athletics, we're joined now by Pella Christian girls basketball senior Faith Kekmerinsky following the 39-31 win over Albia on Monday night to kick off homecoming week. Faith, we know that last Monday you guys got the win over Knoxville, but then a tough stretch there against Dallas Center Grimes, Indianola. How good does it feel to just bounce back, get this win over a solid Albia squad to kick off a busy week of festivities here on Eagle Lane?
It's really nice to get a win, but it's even nicer to know how we did it. We gritted through the second half, and that's going to be important for us for Oski on Friday.
And we were talking about a little bit off the air here. first half was pretty rough, right? I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it because I know that you know that, but just looking at how that first quarter played out and even the second quarter there, you go in a half down 18-9, and you're thinking back to last year where you lost by just 2 points. I mean, what was the message in the locker room to kind of help flip the script and be able to come out better on the offensive end of the floor in the third quarter and the fourth quarter?
I was just telling the team that we're better than this, that we've scored more than 9 points against really good teams. You know, we scored more than 9 points in the half against CCG, so I knew we could do it, and I was confident. And, yeah, I was just telling us that we needed to compete. We needed to want to win it, and I was, telling myself, like, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to give it my all.
And looking at the way that you guys did come out there, you started off that third quarter. Little sister Rachel goes on a 6-0 personal run and pulls you guys back within one. It kind of held in that 1 to 3 point range there for a little while. But how big was that just to get that quick little burst in the third quarter to really kind of cut down that 6 point lead or that 9 point lead that Albia built up there at halftime?
Yeah, having Rachel in foul trouble was difficult for us because she brings so much to the team. I mean, she's a great rebounder, great scorer, but more importantly, she brings so much energy. You can just tell how badly she wants to win and how she's going to give it her all. So I knew having her back in there, she was just going to do all that she could to score. And she just getting those 6 points gave us so much energy and gave us confidence to pull out this game and to win.
And looking at this team, too, it was nice to get Chloe Snider back. I know that, unfortunately, she wasn't able to get on the scoreboard tonight, but just getting her back, too, how much better does that make this team, knowing that it just adds another piece of that depth with some of the girls who have really stepped up with her going down with that injury against Newton?
Yeah, Chloe's a great player. Chloe adds so much to our team. She's a great shooter, and having those other girls step up is going to help Chloe because it's going to give her more open shots because they've learned what they need to do to create passing angles and to create shots.
And for yourself, too, just getting, a lot of these girls acclimated. We've talked about it. There's a lot of different looks that this team is throwing out as well. How much easier does that make your life as the point guard and bringing the ball up, working against the press that we saw tonight against Albia, things like that? How much easier is that making it game after game as these girls continue to get experience playing at the varsity level against solid competition?
Yeah, it makes my job a lot easier. I know that this is an adjustment for them. A lot of them haven't ever played varsity before. And just knowing that they can do it and that I also know what their strengths are. By playing more with them, I'm starting to realize, okay, Chloe likes to shoot when it's here. Like if I'm going to drive, I know Bryn will be here. So I think just playing with them is not only giving them confidence, but it's also building trust for our team and helping us along the way.
Very cool. And Faith, as we mentioned, it's a busy week here on Eagle Lane, right? Homecoming, just, getting a win here to start things off on homecoming week. How much easier does that make the rest of this week knowing that, it's not necessarily a mode of you're coming off that loss and Friday's a bounce back game. It's a trying to build momentum game more so.
Yeah, that's one of Coach Friday's messages in the locker room was just that, we got to figure out in these next 3 practices what we need to do to make this part of a habit and to make this part of our routine and that we come out every single day to compete. And I know Friday's going to be a busy day for me, and so just coming off of a win gives me some more confidence and allows me to just have fun on Friday.
All right, and I got to ask, too, because last year was the first time I got to experience all the different homecoming activities. What's the favorite part of Friday outside of the basketball game?
I love the lip syncs. It's so fun to watch, and I do it, and I'm not a dancer, but it is so fun. I just, honestly laugh in the back, which might not be the best thing to do, but I love watching people and just seeing how much fun it is. And then you also are able to connect with your classmates.
I got to ask, too, because you mentioned the lip syncs. I have one that I remember from last year pretty well. Is there one over your last 4 years that stands out as your favorite lip sync?
Of mine, our freshman year, we just came in. We had, one practice where we were, for 2 hours, we're just going to do random things. And we just did a bunch of random dances. We got second place as freshmen, and we were like, how did this even happen? And so that was just by far, just just doing the lip sync dance for the first time and hearing the crowd just, cheer you on. And it was just so much fun. And then also last year, the juniors, I just loved. The sophomores, they were sophomores last year. And they were just, so yeah, definitely my freshman year and then the sophomores last year.
All right, fair enough, Faith. Appreciate the time as always. have fun this week. Have safe fun, right?
Yep.
We got to be safe this week during homecoming, but, appreciate the time, and congrats on a big win against Albia.
Thank you.
Absolutely. That was Faith Kagmarinsky of the Pella Christian girls basketball team following a 39-31 win over Albia. We go in closing, presented by Light and State Bank. Grow strong with us. Again, a big win for Pella Christian to kick off homecoming week as they defeat Albia 39-31. We hope you'll join us tomorrow night for Pella Christian versus Fairfield on the KRLS2 stream and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. We'll send it back to the studio here on 92.1 KRLS. Again, Pella Christian defeats Albia 39-31 on your Monday.
Thanks for